everybody, it's Rob Williams from the Generation X Wing podcast and the Outer Rim Rookie. Isn't that cute? The student made that for me. That's me in the Stormtrooper costume. Really cool. Came with a little fabric blaster as well. Today's episode 6, we're going to be focusing on building the gaiters. The gaiters are the things that go right around your shin, as you can see in some of these pictures here. In the movie, you don't really see too much of below the waist, pretty much. But you do see little snippets here and there. So what do I have to base it on? Is it for a blurry picture where he's wandering behind Lando? The idea is that it comes mostly from A-Wing and B-Wing pilot style gaiters. So I went online and I did a bunch of research on how they should look. I got some pictures from the costume book, what other people built, how other people are designing their gaiters. And after putting it all together, I came up with an idea of how to build it. It looks great, and I'm really confident that I can actually sew this together. So this video here is just me putting it together. And again, I've said this 1,000 times. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm dead serious. And the end turned out really well. The building of the gaiters and this video was done over many days. So you're going to see more wardrobe changes than Queen Amidala. I kid you not. So to lay out what happens in this episode, I basically measure out the template. I had built one before just to test it, just to see if it worked, and it worked really well. So I copied the template. I started cutting it up, putting it together, sewing it, and putting all the straps on. So you see the process from measuring to cutting to sewing, building, and eventually next time another video will be on actual weathering. So it can look very close to what we see in the costume book, which is actual photos of gaiters and such. Let's get to it. Ready? Ready. Let's go! Every time I make a cut, and every measurement that I make, I'm just kind of like white knuckling it because I'm a little worried that I'm just going to screw up. But then I realize this stuff isn't rare. I can do it again. It's not the end of the world. It's not like cutting armor where you just kind of like, oh, once you make a mistake, it starts to become a little more permanent. This is cloth. I'm just cutting. I'll remeasure again if I screw up. It's fine. We got this. So there you go. This will fold in. Put this on top. That'll look good. A little extra just in case. I'll cut this later. Fold in, fold in, fold in, fold in. We're good. Good. So I'm going to put the soft Velcro on the inside of the strap, whereas this one here is going to go on the outside of the strap. And so when it folds over, it'll attach. I just got to make sure I measure it right here. So I'm just making some marks that fit my body best, and we'll get it nice and secure. I'm leaving a little extra here at the end. I don't know if there's enough space or not, so if I just leave a little extra, I can have it hanging, and then maybe also just fold it in as well. As I'm doing that, I'm gonna probably leave a little more extra around there. This should be plenty. So when it folds over, it has that sort of flappy looseness to it that you see in a lot of the pictures of the costumes and in comic books. So it's kind of a good feel there. Makes it look nice. This piece here will eventually fold underneath, or just you'll fold inside. So it's you could fold it underneath. You could just kind of leave it hanging. You won't see it. It's covered up. But it's nice to have. I noticed when I was putting it on, I would pull it over, and it just like it's good to have two hands on it. It gets some grip to it. There you go. Done. Okay, with the straps done, Velcroed, ready to go, last thing you need to do is add this little buckle here. You see it in pretty much all the designs of A-Wing, B-Wing pilot Gaiters and such. So how do I put this on? Well, first of all, the buckle I'm using here is a 1-inch buckle, about in width there. This one, they go on opposite sides, so I'm going to put it on this side over here. But I was trying to figure out, like, how do I sew this on? Do I just kind of hand sew it? One of the things I decided to do is, after looking at the pictures, I noticed that it's really dark here, so why not use a strap? So I have some leftover 1-inch elastic strap webbing, and I'm just going to put it in. So I slide it in, just give it some space there. That should be enough. It's about that much in there. Well, maybe just make a little bit generous. Got lots of extra of this stuff. Cut it up. There we go, and what it's going to do is it's going to tuck inside here. So I made sure I put a nice little space in there. It's really close. What is that? Looks like it's about 1 inch from the center. So I'm just going to go about 1 inch from the center. So I'll probably put it right about here. I'll have to make some space in there, but I'll stick it in there. A little closer, obviously, but just to give you an idea, stick it in there. I'm going to sew it on, just a couple strips there. And then this will be up like that. But as you'll notice, it just kind of flaps down. In the pictures, it's always up. So how do I keep it up? I use Velcro on the inside. So I sewed a little bit of white Velcro here to kind of be hidden within the gaiter. And I use some sticky Velcro on the back here. Stick it right on. And there you go. It's all set. Its only purpose is decorative. It's not really supposed to do anything else except sit there. And then as I'm walking, I don't want to kind of flap because, you don't want it just kind of dangling there like that, right? So stick it on with Velcro and we're set to go. And I don't have to sew too much else because I'm not comfortable with sewing something that thick onto there. So this will be perfect. This will work. All right, let's test it. Let's put them on. straight. Come down a bit over the boots. It's on either side, facing the outside of the legs. There we go. Looks good. Wow. I think I did it. I think I did it. How sweet is that, huh? Look at that, I'm so happy. And I think next after this, I'm gonna weather it. And here's a little sneak preview of some of the weathering that I've been doing here. Got a whole bunch of different samples of disgusting stuff to stuff using tea and coffee. But I'm so proud of these things. I'm so proud of the way they're built so far. Awesome. All right, we're done. I got a big mess to clean up. I got a lot of sweeping, I got a lot of picking of threads, but we're done. Here they are. Look at that. A little flat right now, but looks great on the back. Looks great on the front. Seriously, I am so happy about this. I'm just so happy about the effort it took to just plan this out, to sew it. I made so many mistakes. I mean, this video would be like 30 hours long just with the mistakes I made. There's a lot of ripping of seams, but I am so happy with how these turned out. And they fit great. There are little things here and there that would have changed the next time. For example, the insides, I wouldn't have left such a big, such a large amount of fabric in here. I would have made it a little bit tighter. It is, the seams are, the fabric is kind of ripping. I gotta figure out how to do that. I think there's some glue I can use for that. But as I go, I'll keep revisiting, keep looking at it, and probably adjusting as I go. But all in all, the pattern's great. The gaiters fit great. I'm just so happy, as I said. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned a lot off of this one, because this is used for A-wings, B-wings, Nien Nunnings, and 10 Nun, Nien Nunb, 6 Nun, 7 Nun, 8 Nun, all the nuns, the whole Nun family. So hope you learned something off this, and if you want to learn more about my build or even my Scout Trooper build, visit me on Outer Rim Rookie on Facebook and also on Instagram, Outer Rim Rookie. And if you want to know more about how to join the 501st, or in this case, the Rebel Legion, you're in the right place. Outer Rim Rookie, like, subscribe, and also follow the podcast at Generation X Wing Podcast, also, wherever you find the podcast. Thanks for watching, and remember, armor and gaiters, build and hope. Bye.